Okay, so I know I said I was going to do these episodes singly, but I think for these two videos specifically, I'm just going to put them together. I know it's going to be 45 minutes long, or longer, but I think it'd be better just to do it like this, and yeah. So what we're going to do today is the guest animated episodes of the Secret Transformer show, the ones so far of this recording, which so far have been the Secret Conversation show, and This Was a Mistake, both done by my great pal Dakota 01TRANSFAN. So let us begin with this video. And hey, look, it's the Larry Arts Production logo. And there's Dakota's logo. I told him to put his logo in because of what he's doing in this video. And this was the first episode with the brand new Secret Transformer show title screen. I felt it was like a needed change for once to have one. I'm pretty happy with what it was because I was about to like commission people for like to sing the old the old Transformers theme, but change the lyrics around. But I like what I've done. I had to sit there with a bunch of royalty-free music and listen to it.
And now it's time for
a totally
Captain,
real episode of the Secret Transformers show.
In the last while, and Dakota wanted to take advantage of that, so I did.
Hey, Optimus.
Yeah.
So let me say, why did I record this? This was during a recording session for a new episode of the Secret Transformer show. And as a warm-up, I did this.
You know, I haven't thought about this in a while.
I did this as a warm-up. It wasn't supposed to be about drugs or anything. It's just Dakota listened to it and he's like,
vaguely
no, it sounds like they're doing like
why it was
hardcore
called that
drugs
in
like
the
weed
beginning?
and all that. So I was like, well, whatever, I guess. That'll be funny.
What was the reason?
But like,
I think it was to record the secret life of what we do outside
but
of
I just
our
sat there and I just
adventures.
rambled
It was
for
set
30
like the
fucking minutes
Transformers movie
long
universe.
about nothing.
Huh.
And for some reason, I just sat there, like, I don't want to really get rid of this, but I
Yeah,
don't want to
really.
record it.
You know, I mean,
So I just sat there and I was like,
can't
you
even
know,
count
I have a
how
lot
many
of
you
friends who
guys are still in,
openly
like,
came out and said, hey,
movie-verse
I'd
stuff.
love to help you with, like,
I mean, we're all in
writing,
a different
editing,
universe
all that kind of
now
stuff. So I
anyway.
just sat there and I was just like,
But,
well, what about my friend
shit,
Dakota?
man, why did it
I love
so
his
deviate
animated,
so
so I
far?
thought, why not? I'll have him
He
record
was just like,
this episode.
Larry was just wanted to do shit.
By the way, that video,
That makes a
by the way,
lot
the
of
Bumblebee
sense.
here is a stinger
Especially now since he
that
doesn't do
Dakota
anything.
got rid of the red on. I felt bad that he did that.
Got another question.
All right, what's up?
What do you think? What circumstances do you think do you need to be in to create something like the Secret Transformer show?
Huh.
I still don't know to this day why I created it, really.
No.
I think I've said on
I
Q&A
really
that
did
it was
forget
just a
about
test.
Like I used to know, but
I
I don't
don't
remember
remember.
anymore. I think it was a
It
test.
was a test.
It's a test on I don't know what you want from me.
I'm just asking.
So, by the way, I found out something the other day.
Yeah, I understand.
I've always celebrated the Secret
I feel like
Transformer
we're being
show's
recorded.
birthday on
No,
September
no, I don't
1st
think so.
of every year.
Cool.
I found out recently that wasn't actually the day. It was the day on YouTube. Because the first ever episode was put on my Facebook on August 31st of 2010.
Did you?
And then I even saw posted where like the video isn't going on my YouTube channel because of some weird glitch. And I don't know why. For a while that was an
Do you,
issue. I had to upload to
do you know
Facebook,
why,
download the video from there, and put it
you've
on
never
YouTube. And that could have
changed at
taken a
all?
day, could have taken like an hour or something.
I've always just assumed it's.
So, Sorry,
don't
that
try
was one
to
of the
fix
times,
anything
and it
that's
was
not
like the
broken.
Secret Transformer show
do you mean
is
by that?
actually supposed to be out on August
from what I
31st of every
gathered,
year, but I like the September 1st date.
toy
It's
use
always
for
been,
me,
I've always kept with
the
that.
show
It
is,
just
pretty
recently,
damn
I
good.
just realized, oh wait, that's not actually when that episode
watched
came
it,
out.
and it's actually pretty good.
So,
Okay.
not a
It
very
did break.
interesting story, but
Fix that problem.
it's a story nonetheless, you see.
Okay.
Why do you change all the time? When did this happen? When did you change last?
Oh, I don't know. Just I like
Because I recorded
don't
this in
know.
the mind that I was
Sometimes
going to
I
like
to be retro.
film this video.
Sometimes I like to be futuristic. This last one, okay,
So-
crazy story about this last one. I was in an election, like a false
yeah.
election, with a alternate version of myself, and I won, and the old version of myself.
You can hear me just like
I
hitting
threw
the
him in my
microphone.
old universe.
What?
Yeah. Crazy story. I probably shouldn't have told you that. But
I like how it's just like,
well, now you know. That happened
once.
That'd be pretty cool if you knew.
I think after these
You
two
wonder
videos, I'm
why
gonna go
some
eat
people like
because I'm
want to
hungry.
cross over.
I've recorded 2 other
and
episodes.
be
I
a
haven't
part
got
of our
to
show.
Dinosaur Laser Party yet.
I just
Oh
assume
no,
it's
but I'm
because
going to probably
people
release
like
Dino Laser
working
Party
with
first
Larry, and
before this.
I think they're also fans of the show.
Really? You think so?
Oh yeah. I definitely get a lot of emails about it.
You get emails?
Yeah. You don't get those emails?
You don't get the emails?
No, no one's giving me those emails.
Huh.
I don't get a lot of emails,
Well,
I'll be honest with you. Every once in a while, I'll say, like, you know, I got a
Yeah,
message the other day,
pretty
and I got a few messages the other day, and it could have literally been one guy
Well,
on a comment that said, hey, you should do
want me
this,
to
and I'm
add
like,
you to that
hmm.
list?
I'll make it sound big and
If you
sponsored.
don't
Like,
mind,
no,
it'd actually
I'll
be
make it
pretty
sound
cool.
like it was a big deal.
Yeah,
and
well,
many
it
people
just isn't a
messaged
lot of
about it,
things.
but it really
Sometimes it's
wasn't.
just,
With these, like,
meet and
commentaries, I
greet,
did have a few people
experiences
say
and
yes,
such
so
with
I can easily
fans
say,
and such.
you know, some people
I don't
wanted
know if you'd be
this.
interested in that.
So, I
What are
mean,
you
some could be
talking about? Of
literally
course I'd
3
be
people or
interested in
5.
that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Not
I'm
mocking
sorry.
anybody who didn't vote anything
All
at
right,
all.
I'll contact
so,
Barbara about that.
Speaking of which, I want
Barbara.
to talk about something.
I
I've
know
noticed with these
Barbara,
commentaries, a lot of
personally.
people are really
I have her
interested
phone
in
number
them.
in my
Like I was
phone.
genuinely
she's not told me
surprised, to be
about
honest.
this?
I actually had a lot of people
That's
saying
weird.
like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
Larry,
it
it's
really
really
is
cool that
weird.
you're doing
I
this.
should be a part of this.
I've always wanted to know about this stuff," and I was like, "Why?"
Well,
But,
do you want me to still talk to her? Or do you?
But like a lot of people actually really were interested in these. I had
you
one
talk to
comment
her, I bet
recently
she's
that was
probably
really
not sour
heartwarming. That was
mood
like,
about this.
you know,
That's
this
why
show
she
isn't the
doesn't invite
greatest,
me
but
to
I'm
it
glad you
personally
created
yet.
the show.
Oh,
And
it's
like I
been
was
a
like
thing since we
heartwarmed
started
a
the
lot.
show.
What? Really?
He's just like, I'm glad you're
Yeah,
putting these
but
out,
don't worry,
and I
I'll
was
let
just
me
like,
text her
whoa,
onto the
I
group
feel,
chat. I mean,
feel
the
great.
regular chat.
But
Group chat.
yeah. So I've always
Yeah.
this is
guys
the
have
reason
a
I do
group
these
chat?
things.
Mm-hmm.
Who's all a part of this group chat?
What was I gonna say? Burping.
Me,
Sorry.
Barbara, Larry, Grimlock,
What's the,
Windblade, Springer.
I want to update the cast eventually,
Jumper,
like a giant cast photo, and I also want to
RC,
start uploading to the Facebook page I have for the Secret
Ironhide,
Transformer show. I need to promote that more.
Shredshot,
I think because
Shockwave,
Megatron. Okay, I get the picture.
I think at that point I was
Why do you guys not
legitimately
invite me
listing
to
off
these
every
things?
character I know that's quote unquote
well,
the biggest
you
characters.
would, but you kind of seem like a hateful douche about that.
But yeah, so I'm glad that these
Oh.
things are well received.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to definitely get 1,000
truth
views each,
comes
but
out, doesn't
it's great. I'm glad that these are getting the
Well, it has to at this
the,
point, I
the
guess.
attention and credit about these videos
Alright,
because
then.
like I don't know,
Who's
it's just
that?
it's
It's
actually
probably
been really
Peter
fun to come back to
Ryan or
these
something.
episodes and talk
Should we
and
fix
talk
that?
to these talk about these like episodes.
Yeah, let's take a quick second. All right, I
Alright, I
fixed it.
fixed it.
Okay.
But,
back to what I was saying.
It's been fun
So
to
you
do
guys-
this actually.
you
To be
have all
honest,
these
like I always
chats,
dreaded
and
coming back to my
you
show.
Don't invite me because
And I've always,
I'm an
I'm like, it's
asshole.
great to come back.
It's
Actually,
not that we don't.
it actually
think
is because
it's
I
that
know
we
last
you
like the
are.
last episode of this stuff. No, in one of the episodes, like I think Christmas special,
well, at least
I
you
admitted
guys hang out with
to
me,
not liking
outside of this,
going
right?
back to watching old
Well,
stuff.
I'm hanging
What's
out
the
with you
smoke
right
screen?
now.
Either way, I don't like going back to watching
Yeah,
old
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
except for
that's-
some live action videos
that's
I
right.
like watching for some reason.
Primary.
But I don't know why I don't really like it. I
Prime,
guess
are
it's
you
just because
okay?
I've worked so many times, so
Oh.
many hours, so many
yes,
minutes
I'm
into
okay.
this. I just don't really
Are you
care
sure?
about
You
watching
look
it
like
again.
You're,
But it is really cool to
You're a
come
little
back
watery-eyed right
and
now.
watching some of these because
Oh,
some of them are not
I'm
that
fine.
bad.
I'm-
Obviously, season
I'm
1,
great.
season 2, pretty
Am I
bad.
better?
Me laughing about stupid shit was really funny. Just me watching that
Okay,
stuff again.
um,
I've watched these commentaries
yeah,
over
I'll-
too,
You'll
even
on
after
for a second.
editing them, which is surprisingly
Rethink
surprising.
Everything.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's really fun coming back to these. I like how this episode so far has not really been talking about this episode at all. It's just been me talking about the outside of this episode. Dakota's a good man. Let's just say that much. There's a lot of people. There's been a lot of people that's been like coming forth and saying,
what?
Larry, if you need help
Nothing
whatsoever,
nothing,
I am 100%
Okay.
down to help because you're one of, you know,
No,
this
actually,
kind of stuff.
what was
I
it?
greatly appreciate it.
I really
and like I've
don't
always seemed like
remember
an
what I was
asshole
about
about
to
it.
say,
Like,
but
oh,
yeah, I
I'll
think
think
it was
about
just gonna
it.
be
But
like
like
something I was thinking
only
about.
recently have I been open up to like
Just
allowing
like,
people to help me out
Pretend I was
fully.
gonna say that in real life.
And
What do you mean?
like this
Like,
episode,
you know,
this whole
like when you
episode
have,
was
like, those
animated
awkward
by somebody
interactions
else, and
where,
I'm
like,
I'm
you,
glad.
Like, think about something you wanted to say to somebody.
I got it done.
and then it
I
comes
got this
flooding back
episode
to you, it's
done
yeah,
by
well,
somebody else because like
shove
I think
it.
this guy and I
those
think
kind of
Dakota's a
moments?
bigger fan of
Yeah,
the show
actually,
than
I do
me
now.
because I'm not a fan of the show
Any
because I make the show.
specific scenario?
I guess technically you're supposed to be
no,
a fan
not
of
really.
whatever
I
you
think
make,
it's
but
just
whatever.
a general like.
But like Dakota's a
you
fan
go
of the
to
show,
hell
so it
kinda
gives him an
thing.
opportunity
I
to
really
work on the
don't
show.
know
And
what
like
it's trying to
anybody,
be.
there's like name drop some
Okay.
people right now.
That's-
Matt's a big fan of the
that's
show,
pretty
so he's always been up like helping out.
I
And
had one like
there
that
have
the
been
other
something
day.
recently.
Oh, really?
I'm not
Yeah,
going to come
but it
out
was
about
like
it,
more of a
but there's been something
very
I've been helping him out
specific
with
one.
that involves the Secret Transformer show. But I'm not going to say if it's like a guest animated thing or anything. Which
and,
funny. I
somebody
was
took
trying to
the
get
candy
Matt to guest animate a
and
part of this
I punched him in
episode.
the gut for it.
That was an idea for a
And
minute, and so was
said
Brian.
nothing.
But I at the last minute thought,
But,
never
like,
mind, I'll do
if
something
I-
else instead.
I thought about
And
it
I'll
the other
whenever
day,
comes
and I
that
was
scene,
like,
I'll
I
I'll
should've
talk about
punched
it.
him in the gut, took the candy out
But
of his hand, and be
Matt's
like,
been open. I
"Just
had
easy
Mason
as
Brown of
taking
I
candy
Amazing
from a
Mason come up forward
thefter.
about it, and
Yeah.
he's asked a lot of questions like, well, whenever I do this, I don't have this or
okay.
that, and I'm like,
That's
no,
that's
dude, you're
pretty funny,
okay.
Brian.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep,
Brian, like some people are
Jim, I
just
didn't
like, I
say
don't have
that.
exactly the same Bumblebee you have. I
Well,
don't
when
have the
did that
same
happen?
Optimus.
Oh, that was last
Doesn't
week.
matter at all. If you just
You said you were a
honestly
little
just
boy.
came
I
like
was
like
lying.
Dakota here. I haven't used that
Was
Voyager
it-
Optimus
was it
Prime
tr-
in
was it
years,
another
and that
Cybertronian
Bumblebee I've never
that you
used.
did that too?
I honestly
No,
don't
no,
care
no,
as long as
straight
you
up,
tell the
like-
story. That's
like
always
a-
been like a
like
thing.
a
I even
human.
told
How did he take
a
candy
coworker
from-
recently. I don't care how
rat
bad the
got in
story
my head.
looks.
A
If
kid.
the story's interesting
Yeah,
enough,
Kid.
sure, I'll sit
A
down
kid
and even if it's like a
stole-
frame per hour.
How did a
I will
kid
watch
get all the
anything.
way on top and steal your candy?
Obviously,
Look, man, if I knew,
I don't
would
consider this
tell
great
you, but
art.
Nope.
I
that
mean-
just
I mean,
happened,
Dakota
and
did great, I'll be honest.
And next thing you know, punch him in the gut.
Other
and
people,
I
other
got my
people have come
candy
forward
back.
about
Brian,
like
what the
episodes.
fuck? You just
I
injured
live
a
with
child. Was
not
he
live
okay
with
after that?
anymore, but I do live in the same
I
town
don't know.
as
He went
Lockbot
to the
CRM.
ER, he
I've hung
barely
out with
could
him
breathe.
a lot recently,
I
and
may
he
have
suggested a
punctured
couple
few,
episodes
like,
and some
ribs.
short ideas, and one of those ideas
Jesus
is
Christ,
happening
Prime.
fully.
I can understand
And,
that if you did that to like I don't
give
know
him- I'm
me.
gonna give him a writing credit.
But you did
I don't
this
know if
to a
that video is gonna
human
be out by
kid.
now. I'm trying to get a guest
Hey,
for that. Hush, hush.
All that really
Um,
matters is that
But
well,
definitely
they're fine.
the
I'm gonna look
amount.
this up on the news.
Don't look it up on the news.
But the
I'm
amount
looking it up.
of
Now that you mentioned
heart
it like
and
that, I'm
people
gonna
coming
look it
in.
up.
No, please don't.
No, I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, for the love of God! Oh, Jesus Christ!
But the amount of people
Right.
coming forward and saying like, Larry, I love you, and I
You
love all
killed
the
a
stuff you're
kid.
doing, and I
No,
want to help.
I
It's
didn't,
just
I
been
didn't.
great to me.
The hospital did that.
It's gonna be like the
He
heartwarming
died in
one,
the
I guess, of this
hospital. I
whole
didn't do
series
anything.
of commentaries.
Local boy
But like,
dies after
yeah, it really does. It
Transformer
really does feel
punches
great
him in the gut,
that so many people
fracturing
actually
20 ribs,
like the show.
puncturing his
But
heart
there's,
and lungs. Jesus
But yeah,
Christ,
it's a
Prime.
great feeling, I'd say.
I didn't mean it.
You definitely meant it. This kid stole your candy,
But it's great. It's
and you punch him in the
I
gut.
still haven't been talking
Prime,
about this. I think
Prime,
honestly,
you
at this part of
know
this
how
episode
fragile
right
these
there,
humans are.
I just sat there and I was like, all right, I'm gonna make something stupid up.
I'm sorry.
And it's about this punching
I
a kid in the gut
didn't mean it.
thing. I just think I think the visual of Optimus Prime punching somebody in the gut is funny.
What the fuck, Prime?
Sorry, I needed some water.
I'm mad, actually. I'm just genuinely mad.
Well, that's the fifth person I've killed this year on accident.
Prime,
What the
hell?
hell?
We're supposed to be better than the Decepticons. Not on
Which is funny
their
that this
level,
episode came
and
out.
not
Meanwhile, the
childish
actual
about it.
lines
I
are
could
recorded
not
for the
imagine
real episode
Megatron
that was before
punching
this,
the kid
or
over
after this recording,
stealing candy.
has not come out yet. And in fact, I hated the
Yeah, 'cause
recording
I
I
think
sent in
Megatron
for
would just
that.
kill the
Not
kid
sent
right
in.
away.
The recording I
Yeah.
made for
But you know
the
what?
actual episode.
I think I'd be okay with that, Pat, over what you just did.
Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing to me? You should be apologizing to the family. Is that funeral happening soon?
It's actually happening right now.
Prime, you're going.
No, I'm not going to that.
You're going, Prime. You're going to go to this family. You're going to go.
but Bumblebee, if I go to the funeral, they're all gonna get mad and sad at me, and they're gonna keep blaming me
was I
for
getting
all
on
the
about?
things
I just
I
literally
did for some
was just-
reason.
was
Yes,
watching
you
this.
should. You should be
Wow, I was
blamed
actually
for
watching my
everything,
content.
Prime.
Wow.
That was uncalled for. You killed a fucking kid.
Okay, but Bumblebee, here's the thing. Why should I go at this thing? Because they'll get they'll call me a bastard.
call
for
me a
showing
bastard,
up,
man.
even if I was there to apologize.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking here. You're not.
Are you gonna even like go and give the family any kind of like compensation? Like, are you being sued at the current moment?
Yes, by several judges.
Why? What's the why?
That kid may have been a rich kid.
What?
Yeah.
Rich kid. Could have been a
Dad was
rich kid.
lawyer. Mom was a supermodel.
You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. You're a rich kid.
Hey, he took my
I don't
candy.
know why I did that.
I will not
but,
apologize for the theft of my
But yeah,
candy.
just this episode's got me so
You're
this,
unbelievable.
this episode's actually got
You
me
know
really
that?
happy and everything.
You are unfucking.
Just sitting there like,
How
a
are we
man
led by
animated this for me.
I've had better days. That's why you guys follow me. And you all got Stockholm syndrome. And that's why you guys haven't left me yet. And before you think I'm just making up shit, no, that's straight up why.
You're probably right about that.
I know,
I'm
right?
right. You want to know why?
Why?
I just looked up what Stockholm syndrome was on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
the whole kid stuff,
yeah.
I made it up.
Yeah, I had her write. I wrote myself in
Nah,
the
I made it
corner,
up.
so I just eventually was just like, no, I made it up.
You made it up.
Mm-hmm.
How did you make that up? You killed somebody.
No, I didn't.
What?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Then what did I just look up?
Oh no, I
I
pranked
pranked you, dude.
What I did was, before I got here, before we sat down, I thought, hey, I'm gonna somehow tie this into my conversations today.
Okay, so
I
this is
asked
going to
Perceptor
be
to
filmed
do
by
it.
Matt,
asked
I
him
think,
to
or
do it, and
Brian.
he said, I don't know what to, I can't design internet web, so I just like, fuck you. So I went to Ratchet, and he's like, well,
think this was
Brian,
either
I
T-Fan
just have to
Page or
say, I
Brian.
don't know how to program internet
Also, I'm
either.
doing
And
this
then
thing
I was
where
like,
Optimus
what
does
the hell?
impressions.
Everyone's here is useless. So then I went to a brainstorm, and he was just as useless. I think I just went to ask Soundwave about it, and he was like, oh, of course, can
Because
do
like
that.
I remember
And I was
seeing
just
something about like
okay,
how
cool. Here's your
impressions as a
$20.
character's doing
I want
impressions
25. And I was like, no, bullshit. That ain't going to be
was
cool.
a like
All right,
something a
gonna
little difficult to
leave
do.
the fake
No Blank did it
domain name
greatly.
on, and I was
Like
like, okay, fine,
Bugs Bunny doing
$25.
a impression of Daffy Duck.
And that was a really
So I
well
just
spent
did Optimus
$25
Prime doing all
today.
these
I
impressions, and I was
pranked
just like seeing
everyone
what it would
today.
be like.
How many other people did you
Look
get?
at me. I'm doing an impression of Soundwave. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, something like that. I thought it was
I was
always.
expecting to talk to a lot of people today.
But I thought it was a funny idea to do.
But I did not.
My legs are cold. It got really cold outside. Okay, now we're just
Okay.
talking about my life.
Well, I'm kind of glad that you didn't
I-
kill a
I'm-
kid
I'm
today,
happy.
Prime.
Me too.
But did you just admit that you killed 5 people?
Oh, that one's fake too.
It
wasn't 5 because obviously that 5th kid's gone. So it wasn't 4 either.
So was it nothing? Did you kill no one?
I wouldn't say that.
What?
I shouldn't talk about it. But it wasn't. Don't worry, it wasn't good. President Trump sent me over there to some godforsaken country to kill a bunch of people.
Who's President Trump?
Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't have Trump in this world. President Kevin
Yeah,
Smith.
'cause
There we go.
I
forgot.
have President
It's
Kevin
a slip
Smith.
of the mind. I'm just thinking about like this funny alternate universe where Donald Trump is president. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
I think that'd be kind of weird. Like a reality. You talking about the reality star?
Yeah.
Him as president?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather not vote for that. Who would be the who would be the opposite to that?
I think what would probably be the most hypothetical is if Obama can't run for a third term, it'd be Hillary Clinton.
I don't know why I did this bit.
Nah, I don't know how that would go down.
Yeah, me neither, so I'm not even going to touch that. But, the other day, a few months back,
I've been playing with the idea
President
that
Kevin
like the
Smith sent me
political
over to
candidates
some
was something. So
godforsaken
President
country,
Kevin Smith is
and,
just
killed
like
a kid.
forever the president. I did
So
think about
technically
recently
it
like
was,
a new election episode of
not my fault.
President Kevin Smith versus
and I was ordered by the
somebody
government
else.
to-
I forgot. I've already forgotten
killed a
that
kid
idea. But like,
over
I live
in
with a guy
some
now
godforsaken
that
country.
voices President Kevin Smith anyway.
Why
So it wouldn't
did you
be
kill a
hard
kid?
to
He
like
stole my cat.
for him to come in here and be like to get him
Fine,
anymore.
What was your mission?
Oh,
But
to,
definitely thinking about
what
a
was
new
my
President
mission? Oh,
Kevin
yeah,
Smith
it was
episode
to
or short.
transport soldiers over
Obviously a commentary on the presidential election,
because,
but I don't want to be like
bulletproof,
I don't want it to be one
so they
focused
decided,
party
all
thing.
right,
I don't want
let's
to
drive
piss off too
Optimus
many
Prime for
people,
the
but
day.
it'll piss off
And
anybody
like I
anyway. I
said,
don't
never
care.
felt so
Anyway,
degraded
so
in
this
my
episode,
life. Bunch of men inside me. They kept making sexual innuendos. I was really disturbed the whole time. Like I finally sat there and realized how bad sexual harassment was. But yeah, no.
Oh my
so I
God.
was over there and they did that.
forgot I
And
made that
for
joke
a
too.
minute, I went outside.
This was
and,
during the Me
some,
Too stuff, or the aftermath of Me
terrorist
Too.
kid
This was
stole my
filmed
candy
earlier this year.
and punched him in the gut.
I was definitely thinking about Me Too.
What the hell, Prime?
Well, I mean, like shit, man. Have you ever had your candy stolen?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like if I have my candy stolen now, I
just let it go.
because it's fucking candy.
Charlie.
I've never thought about it that way.
Speaking of
I've
candy,
not thought about it. that way.
I've
You
always
just
wanted to
literally go the
do
store
a
and
Secret
buy more
Transformer show
candy.
musical.
Look, I have to go to a specific store.
but it won't be like,
I have
you
to go
know,
to a specific 7-Eleven to even get king-size bars our size.
You mean the king size Hershey bar?
Yes.
Prime, they offer that everywhere.
What?
Yeah, literally go to like almost every gas station in the United States of America and they have a king bar. You can go to like fucking Europe and shit and they'd have a king bar.
No, I went over there whenever they sent me over to that country, and they didn't have king bars there.
It was in Europe?
Yeah. What did you think it was?
I thought it was like in Saudi Arabia or one of those Middle Eastern countries.
That's fucking racist of you, dude.
Fucking racist stuff you do.
Jesus Christ.
But speaking of candy and musical,
That's like the,
I wanted
like,
to
the
do a
least
musical
worst thing I've ever
episode
thought
eventually.
About. You said terrorist kid.
and
yeah. He was
but I
a
want it to be
terrorist.
like a remake of a
Technically to us.
musical movie. I've thought about Les
Technically
Miserables
a
before,
terrorist.
but I don't want to do that
Well,
actually.
You think
Um,
I make sense?
But a bunch of like animated,
I'm talking-
movies, like a bunch of musical movies.
Literally, this right now, this whole
But
video right
so
now
far, the
has
leading
just been
candidate
us
that I wanna do-
making up shit. This has been Larry just
The
making
leading
up shit
candidate
as he
right
goes
now
for
is
24
Willy
minutes
Wonka,
at this point.
and I have like a whole cast
the
list of
first
who would
fourth
everybody be,
wall break.
and I really
We
want
did
to
a
do
lot
it.
of those.
To be
What are you
honest,
talking about?
I really
Oh, yeah,
do.
I forgot shit.
But I don't know if I'm going
Our
to
minds are
be
just as
able to
bad
do
as
that
Larry's,
next future.
apparently.
But
Yeah.
don't tie me down
You
to
should
it. But
probably
I do
go
want to do a
and,
Willy. I want to do a
doctor
musical
about
one
that.
day.
I don't know how you check a doctor for bad
And even if that
memory. You
means
just have
I'm
bad
doing all
memory.
the
It's not
voices,
that
but then
hard.
again, I have a bunch of everybody
you're right,
else.
I
I have a
guess.
bunch of like talented people.
I mean, you
I
should
have
know about Larry
Julia.
that much.
Julia.
What do you mean by that?
Your voice is the
Jan,
most
she's a
closest to
fucking
Larry.
phenomenal singer. I
Well,
can
actually,
easily get her
no,
for like,
that's hilarious.
well, I can't say
Yeah, but you're
easy,
the second
but I'd say
closest,
like,
I would say.
I think if I asked her,
Really?
she'd be
Hold on,
down
let me
to
go
do
get her.
something.
Hey, Laramus. Yeah? Hey, come here for a second.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Laramus talked about something. So the other day I ate 5 cheeseburgers and dunked them on Szechuan sauce. That's pretty
Szechuan
cool.
sauce just came out.
And yeah. See, Prom, I don't think we sound alike at all.
Are you kidding me? You both sound exactly alike. I don't understand how you two don't think you sound alike.
I didn't even say anything.
I don't even know who just talked. I really do not. We don't have mouth movements on the show, so I really do not know who just talked right now.
That was me, Laramus.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, piss off now.
All right, take care. See you guys never again because I'm really
I'm
used to
really
these
used
things.
in these things.
I guess you
He
kind
kind
of
of has like a voice.
but I don't
don't know
know.
about
I
that.
still don't hear it.
Well, I mean, it's probably the easiest voice to do, and like you're one of the main characters, so I imagine it's kind of like the Brian Griffin thing on Family Guy where Seth MacFarlane just uses
I'm just
regular voice
referencing
and a,
this.
and the
I want to
cavalcade
know
of a
why
bunch of
I just
voices he
eventually
already
got
does on the
lazy with
show that are
Bumblebee and just
different.
made him my voice.
So
I
yeah.
want to know.
Was that Cavalcade joke a reference to his YouTube videos?
Yes, YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Weird.
Hey, fun fact, actually, Larry wanted to start YouTube because of those.
Huh. See, you also know about some Larry facts. Only you would probably figure those things out.
I'm not Larry. Christ. I don't have any more similarities with Larry at all.
You sung that one song that Larry sung really good.
Yeah, I like that song. I happen to like Queen.
He likes
Likes
Queen
Queen
too.
too. He loves it to death.
Everyone likes Queen. Mostly everyone everyone has liked Queen.
Yeah, well, not that obscure enough of a song.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It
doesn't even matter.
Are you thirsty?
Yeah, I am.
All right, let's go take a quick drink break.
Like I just sat there and I just grabbed a water bottle. I think I just realized Dakota just added the sound effect of ping.
I feel recharged.
I do too. You know, I that's the thing I gotta ask. Is just like, how does your voice, like, how does your voice ever get like really bad?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, you already have like this like.
Very deep voice kind of voice. How did you do that?
I do not know.
Anyway, you get what I'm asking. You kind of do this.
And by the way, this whole
voice
episode
than
was
what I
done
do.
in
Does
one
that,
take.
like, hurt your
I know I
voice
say I did
at all?
breaks, but it was literally me just
Depends.
leaving the microphone
Some
on,
days it's
going
pretty
around,
okay,
grabbing this water
and,
bottle for instance,
other days
and coming
it's,
back.
no, it
This was
hurts
all
like
done
hell.
in one shot, so it's amazing.
Some days, what's really weird is whenever I get really tired, I somehow get better at my voice.
This is true.
What do you mean by that?
Like whenever I get tired
actually
late at
sound
night
like I'm
or
very
early in the
noble
morning,
and
my voice is the
in
best to do
charge
Optimus
and
Prime.
an actual
So whenever
leader
somebody
from
like
Autobots.
cast me as like the like you
I'm
know an
starting to hear
Optimus
that a
Prime,
little
a
bit.
serious one,
You-
always
you'll probably
try
go
my
away
best to do
quickly.
it in the night or in
Oh,
the
okay.
morning. Because like otherwise they're gonna get just a handful of the Secret Transformer show one.
quiet all of a
Hello,
sudden?
look at me. I'm an asshole.
do not know.
Instead of
Hello.
I can't
I
even
guess
do
we
it.
just run out of stuff to say.
Because I'm not tired enough.
Yeah.
I woke
Why
up at
didn't we
2
make
o'clock today.
I think it's just like Larry pissed off a bunch of people, I guess, and he just wanted to put something out.
Oh
That
boy,
had us
this
in it.
whole part because yeah, I did do a video where I intentionally
really
trolled
weird
everybody
way of
and
doing
thinking
it.
it
You
was an
think
actual
if he was
episode for a
smart,
week, and then like
he
I
would
changed
just
the title and it was
use up
actually
these
a real
almost
like
30
look,
minutes
I'm
to
fucking tired of this
just
shit kind of thing.
record new lines for this.
And I'm gonna say
the
this:
next
ever
episode
since
of the
then,
Secret
not got a
Transformers,
comment
right?
since about like when
Yeah,
are you gonna
I
put a new
think so,
episode
too.
out. I'll get occasional
I'm not
comments
a
of like,
fucking
"Hey, I
stupid,
can't wait for you to come back,"
simpleton.
and like, "Hey, this is an idea when
so
you
I
come
would do
back."
that too, but you know what?
But,
Larry likes wasting his goddamn time.
But like
Yeah,
not
yeah,
anymore.
seems
Like,
like
when's
it.
the next episode? When's the next episode?
Jesus Christ,
Especially
did you
like
watch
like
that
on
video the
videos
other
that
Oh,
day?
have nothing
yeah.
to do.
Fuck.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
I've
If
never
you put a
felt so
comment on a video
embarrassed.
that has nothing
Yeah,
to
like he's
do with the
personally
video, that
speaking for
honestly,
us and
honest to God,
all this
pisses
kind
me
of
off.
stuff. I didn't like it. I really.
I know this is getting
I
to
really
like me
didn't
being
like
an
it.
asshole.
And yeah, can we talk about like how the last
Okay,
half
my
of
left
that
leg
video,
hurts
he
like a
just
lot. I
really
don't know
got
why.
all of, he dragged his personal shit
Oh
into
yeah,
everything.
because I honestly did start
Look, I
crying
can understand
in
that,
video.
because like he's.
Like I wasn't
he's
crying,
there's a lot of
but like
stuff,
it got to the
like,
point where I was about
Christ,
to be
man,
like,
could've just kept it at,
you
like,
can honestly
something
in one
bad's
part
going
just
on
hear me
in
stop
life.
talking
You
for a
didn't
second and
have
be
to
like,
almost cry on
no,
the
don't do
video.
that.
yeah, like what a fucking loser. What is this, Markiplier?
A Markiplier joke.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, great. My
We-
like
we haven't
my
tried
my,
being
my
funny in a
fucking
while, have we?
headset's
No, we-
about to
we
blink.
haven't.
So here in a second, I'll
I guess
pause
that
the
story
video
you just told
and
was kind of funny.
start
Well, it
charging
wasn't
this
funny,
thing.
it
I
was kind of
guess,
serious.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't. I mean, I got mad.
or I'll try to. At
I knew
least.
what you did was fucking wrong, but I bet to a few people it might be
Yeah,
funny.
after
got,
this
like,
video, I'm gonna
2
pause
people
this video
and a bunch
and
of
then I'm
kids.
gonna
Yeah, that'd
take a
probably be
minute to
really
break
funny to kids.
on a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of
But, like, yeah,
notifications
it was
from
just, like,
everybody.
Really weird that video the other day. And I just didn't feel. I didn't feel good about
You
it.
probably can hear the
Yeah,
beeping
me
on my
neither.
headset, being like,
We've been going on for a very long time.
Yeah, I imagine like somebody might get enjoyment out of this. Just us two talking constantly for 30 minutes.
I don't think so.
Really? You don't?
No, I really think other people like other characters on the show too. My personal favorite on the show is Cliff
No,
Jumper.
no.
Fuck Cliff Jumper. Hey, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Sit down, you dumbass. Well, what I meant was Grimlock.
He's a character.
He's a fun character.
He's probably my least favorite character on the show. My favorite character is Windblade.
Of course it'd be your favorite character.
Your favorite character.
I wish I could fuck off. I wish I could fuck. Why is there like no women in here?
Blame that on Hasbro.
I do! And even then, I don't get my dick wet.
That actually made me laugh in the
I
recording.
see you're laughing. Yeah, I am.
That actually genuinely made me laugh because it
That's
just
pretty
came out of
funny,
nowhere, and I was like,
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Funny.
Oh, now Prime's crying.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm laughing.
yeah, sure.
No, you're not. Oh, is baby going
Going
to
to
nap?
Bumblebee, I swear to Christ.
Oh, is he crying because of no women?
I swear to Christ, I'm gonna punch you right in the gut.
Oh, and
That was actually louder. I
What did
muted
I
it
say?
down because I was like, no, this is gonna hurt people's ears.
Well, I think this has been enough time, us shooting the shit. So, thank you for watching, and, hope to Christ we never do this again. Bumblebee, you want to say anything?
Hey, call it doctor. We'll think
about it. Good night, everybody.
And there was that. Well, here's the credits.
Well, shit. That was pretty fucking gay. Don't ask for a real
I love
episode
comedic
ever again.
showdowns. In memoriam, Freddy Freaker. Freddy Freaker. That's a new sensation.
Oh, by the way, here's a sneak peek of the upcoming episode.
For once, I will have optimism. You hear that, world?
Yeah, I always
Optimus
put
Prime
footage
will
not final
finally have
because like I may
optimism.
actually refilm these just to
What
make
did
them
he
more.
say?
I don't know,
Fluid.
something about playing with himself.
Nothing can ruin
And this was
this.
actually
Who
a
the hell's
pro
at the
clip
door?
for the next episode.
Hello.
And that's that for that. So let me go take a quick minute break and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and this is the next episode. It's called This Was a Mistake. Start. I have to say that for syncing purposes. So this was a mistake. Also, this was a episode about I didn't know what to call it because this episode was filmed. Okay, so for a while, 3 videos in a row were about me being drunk. First up was the 10 bots, 10 shots video. But before I did that video, I told people, it's like, hey, you know what would be funny if I filmed a Secret Transformers show episode where I'm fucking plastered. So I took the opportunity and I was like, hey, I'm doing this, I'll just do this. And then we put it out. I think I waited for this episode to be done so I could do this. There is not a good role model. I am not. This was a mistake. Okay, so people were asking why did Bumblebee's mode change? It's because it was a stinger and I didn't want Dakota to redo his whole stinger again. And he bought a new Bumblebee, so I was like, I don't care as long as you get the video out. And he eventually made this Bumblebee a custom. So if he does another one of these, it's going to be a third Bumblebee. And I gave him 2 Bumblebees this time so he could be like, alright, pick which one you want in these videos forever.
Yeah, it is.
I was gonna see you crying.
No, I'm not.
I was actually tearing up a little bit.
Better not be crying, because this gets fucking weird when we send it to somebody.
We're sending it
This
to
video's
somebody?
kind of quiet.
Yeah, you remember we're gonna send it
It's
to
Dakota.
Oh yeah. Alright, I'm not talking about anything then.
That's good, Optimus.
That's good, Optimus. And like, well, I'm being honest, guys. I was shit-faced drunk. This was right after the 10 bots, 10 shots video, so I was just fucking plastered. Me trying to burp was awful.
You okay?
I was thinking I was gonna throw up.
You sure?
No, I think I'm fine now.
You're
I
fine.
just had a burp. That's all I needed to do.
So all I need to do.
That's good.
That's great.
That's fantastic to hear. You say some. No.
So,
Okay.
me doing this episode in this way while drunk,
Back to Jigsaw.
I did not listen to it after
Yeah, it
I
really
sent.
is. It really is a good movie.
I was looking at my Back to the Future stuff at that minute.
Larry, 'cause that makes sense to you. Watch, it was your voice, Larry too. You fucking moron.
What? I am?
But like,
Yeah.
what was I saying?
Yeah. I don't like this.
Fuck,
I like
forgot
this
what I was
all.
gonna say.
Well, Optimus,
So,
welcome to the
I
world.
sent this audio. I drunkenly somehow did this. I sent this whole recording to
What are
Dakota.
you doing over
And I
there?
told Dakota, do not give me any clips. Do not let me listen to. I'm not even going to myself listen to the recording. I want to discover what it's like whenever you put the video out. I didn't even,
Bumblebee, I said stop it. I'm sorry, it's just drunken urge.
I don't think I even watched the video until I uploaded it on YouTube.
I'm drunk too, so I mean.
And then I let the project
I
project
guess.
release. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to watch this. And I'm very proud of what Dakota did because it's kind of funny.
It's a
Well,
question.
not kind of funny. It's really funny.
No, that's my name. I'm sorry, but question
But,
Optimus Prime.
What? Yeah? What?
Sorry, I forgot.
You son of a bitch! You forget.
Oh no, I'm drunk.
Oh yeah, me too.
See, I also wanted to see if, like, while drunk, would I still be doing the voices?
Right, isn't he? No, Optimus, we should talk about Bruticus. This is Decepticon.
Bruticus is really cool. Maybe you seen him? Fucking big, muscular.
Fucking big.
Probably has a big dick. I like that.
You like Dick Optimus?
No.
Why you fucking? Why? What? Why'd you say that?
But I just wanted to see if I can do the Optimus Prime voice drunk.
It's pretty big.
And there's like a lot of times where you can hear me like leaving the voice.
You gotta acknowledge the size of that. I mean, when you watch a bunch of interracial porn, don't you like say, "Wow, great dick on that one"?
No, I don't fucking watch porn. I fuck women, actually. I fuck Wimblade because nobody's saying. Hey, that I am.
So by the way,
you're over there.
there's like a recording part of this that was like cut out. And it's because I told Dakota on the recording,
Hey, just cut this out.
when in reality, I wouldn't have given a shit less. I would have actually encouraged him to not cut anything out. But I told Dakota to do whatever he felt was right.
Hold on.
And I listened to it, and it's not that funny. But it just added like another minute of footage.
I fixed it.
Because the recording for this episode was 22 minutes
Voice
long.
sounded really weird.
I really don't.
It was 22 fucking minutes long.
Probably the alcohol. Fuck. What am I? I'm tired now.
Yeah, me too. Hey, take your drink of this.
What is this?
It's Pepsi.
I actually was drinking a Pepsi to try to sober myself up.
Okay.
Because I wasn't ready to like... Because I didn't want to get drunk and go to bed
I
immediately.
like Coke better.
I wanted to sober myself up a little bit.
Fucking asshole.
Spoiler alert, I did not.
I like Coke. They done me no wrong.
So, fun story about this episode and everything afterward. After this, I recorded a Gospel Truth cover. After that minute, I just walked out of my building and walked to my house. Now, I'm drunk, and I was home alone, so it wasn't the greatest thing to do. But I remember going up to my cat and yelling, "What do you say, cat?" And then I went in and didn't shower or anything, just took off all my fucking clothes, laid in my bed,
What was that?
and
The bell?
you know that dizzy feeling you feel when you're drunk, when you're laying in your bed? That happened to me. And I mentioned this in one Q&A. I went on Twitter and I wrote, "Hot redhead chicks are the best." And I was like, all right, I'm ready to go to bed. And 5 seconds later, trying to sleep, I'm starting to sweat really badly, and I feel something in my throat. I was like, oh, it's time. So I just ran all the way to the toilet, sat there, opened the thing, was ready, and nothing happened. And for 10 minutes, I was on the floor, and I even fell asleep on the floor. And then later I woke up, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Good. Probably the best you don't.
And so it was really funny, and I don't know how I could remember all that. Great night. It was a great night.
Fuck, now you're making me think.
My neighbors now know that story. It's great.
Exactly what I thought. You got quiet.
Yeah, it did. Well, the way I see it,
The way I see it.
I can't see anything straight anyway.
Sorry, I'm messing with Triptychon's hands. I'm gonna let you hold my hands.
Sorry, I thought I had to vomit for a second.
No, you didn't.
That legitimately was a minute. I was thinking,
Whoa.
all right, I'm about to vomit. That actually happened
What
too.
was that?
Just gargling.
I think alcohol was finally catching up to me.
You sure about that?
Because for a while, like during even the filming of the 10 bots, 10 shots, I didn't feel like anything was happening, and I thought I was just looking like a fool.
Oh no, you're making me terrified! No, you did just to try to imitate me?
No.
I don't believe you.
No, I didn't do it, Prime.
While you're a liar and a cheat and you fucked my wife.
You don't have
I'm really
a
into
life,
cuck
Prime.
humor right now. Like,
You fucked my
Up and
wife.
Die.
Well, that fuck Bumblebee, that's a spoiler.
yeah, that's an
It
honest.
spoiled the fucking
I,
beginning of
I
the
drunkenly
show that we never
spoiled
showed off.
a important element of the
You
show.
know whose fucking fault that is?
If anything, I wish that was taken out.
It's for being a fucking cockweed. Yeah, exactly. He's a fucking cunt. Can't even get a girlfriend. Can't even figure out who the fucking show is.
It didn't even sound like you, Prime.
I know it didn't sound like me, but you know what? Fuck you. Fuck all of you watching right now.
Prime, don't say that.
No,
It's
say
bad.
that.
I don't care. Fuck all of them. This is what they get for watching a video with me being drunk.
Well, Prime, I guess I can't argue with that at all.
You can't. Yeah, cunt.
Cunt.
This ain't kind of a lot. Should we not say that at all?
No. No. Just say cunt all we want.
We can't say the N word.
Well, we can say the N-word, but it'd be really bad.
Let's not dive in that.
You're right.
Let's not dive into that.
Let's not say
Because I thought,
Native American.
to be honest,
Oh,
I
yeah,
honestly
the
was so
N-word
drunk,
is
I
up
bet
there.
I was
thought
about to say that word
I was gonna
anyway.
say nematode.
I mean, Dakota would have censored it,
Wow,
obviously,
that's
but
fucking edgy there.
I'm not a racist person.
That's
But
real
when I'm
fucking
drunk,
edgy.
I'll say
I can't
anything.
see the screen. Are we recording even? Yeah, we are.
Because I may have accidentally said that word, but I apparently did not. I even listened to the recordings, and I didn't. I was conscious enough to not actually say that.
I know, boss. I gotta pee. Let's go pee.
Yeah, sure, Prime. Let's go pee.
No, I actually did get up and pee.
Let's try.
I genuinely actually got up and peed.
Hello, cat.
Be back in a minute, folks.
I genuinely did get up and go to the bathroom. There's me. There's Laramus. There's a Sherlock Holmes book. I want to know what the other book is.
I will, bitches.
Come back to. Oh man, that chair almost broke.
To be honest, it did. My chair almost broke on me. It was awful.
No, it's not, Prime. It's not the chair's fault at all.
And eventually, that chair did break on me. One day I was just leaning back a little bit and it fucking snapped.
Fuck!
Oh, nut. Trying to get off exercise.
You say you're trying to get off exercise that gets you fat, fucking idiot?
Fucking
No,
idiot.
I meant to say I'm getting. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
I'm a fucking moron.
Okay, well, anyway. Fuck.
Fuck!
If you marry me, oh no, I touched the microphone. I'm touching the microphone even more.
Prime, fucking stop.
Sorry. I'm really drunk.
I imagine a lot of people didn't find this episode funny because I actually hate when people tell me their drunk stories. Like, no, like, okay, to be honest, if I ever hear people in public be like telling about how great their drunk stories were,
I said don't
they're
touch
not
it.
funny.
Touching
They're
my
not cool.
wiener.
They're not the
I know
funniest
what
thing
you're
ever.
touching. Don't touch
There's like no drunks because like I think everybody who tells a drunk story comes down to the point where they're like, oh, and then my friend was it hurt and it made me laugh and we yelled and it was that was the joke and it's not funny at all. Everyone thinks that's funny. What I think is a funny like story, drunk story, not to be a dick about this, but like a drunk story to me that's funny or interesting is when you're drunk with a celebrity. One of the examples I have is one time I got drunk at a race and I catcalled a NASCAR driver. That is a real thing I did one time. And it's not the girl driver. It's not Danica Patrick. It was not Danica Patrick. It was NASCAR driver. It was a guy, Ryan Blaney. I'm just going to say that now. You can look up pictures of him. But like, I was so drunk, I yelled, "Hey, come over here, you handsome man, you." And I swear to God, he ran faster, and everybody around me laughed. And you could hear my mom yell, "Cameron!" Because he funny as shit that night. And I was so drunk to remember all that. But like, me drunk, I don't get drunk a lot. But whenever I get drunk, something stupid happens like that. But me with celebrities are always interesting stories. Not to toot my horn, because that might actually be really boring stories. But me like getting drunk and yelling shit at drivers is pretty funny, in my opinion. But yeah,
Right.
all right. But
What was that? You're just doing a whole new voice. A whole new voice. A whole new. What's the rest of the lyrics?
I don't know. Prime, I really don't know.
Should we end this?
Let's give her a few minutes.
All right. 1 minute. All is well.
I think I watched Robin Hood.
When the moon hits your eye like a big piece
I'm still
of
messing with the pop
pie,
filter.
that's
That was a joke, inside joke with me and my friends. We called one of my exes Lenore after a joke from King of the Hill. So that was a joke I one time said, "When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Lenore." So it was an inside joke there. Here's Dakota.
Guess I'll just take my audio file and go then.
It was me again. I didn't have a Canoatron line for this episode. I like how there's no writing credit. And that's it. That's the 2 episodes currently guest animated by anybody. Now, obviously, in the future, sure, I'll do. And that's the thing. I want to say this. In the future, any new episode, new short, I will put out a commentary for. Episodes, they're going to definitely have a commentary. Shorts, I may just like collect 5 to 10, and then I'll do a commentary video for them. But definitely, yeah, this isn't just going to be these, and then like new stuff is not going to get anything at all. This is 100% what we're doing. So, yeah, that was the guest animated episodes by Dakota of 01TRANSFAN. So, yeah, these were good.